we're in Wisconsin. We're at Union Hall in Wisconsin, and this is Joe Duffy. And just tell us, where you're from.
Well, my name's Joe. I'm a senior at Michigan State University. I was really glad to be able to make the trip here over to Wisconsin today. There have been a lot of attacks on public workers, attacks on collective bargaining, cuts to education, and tomorrow we've got an opportunity to really win back the Senate for the people of Wisconsin and get things back on the right track here.
Okay, so you just drove down today from Detroit
East
area.
Lansing.
East Lansing, okay. And what time did you get here?
We got here about 3 o'clock Wisconsin time, something like that.
Okay, so
we left at 8
You
East
made,
Lansing time.
you made the 8-hour drive, or 7-hour drive.
We made it. There were a couple adventures. We had to re-navigate a couple times, but we made it. We're glad to be here. Everyone's been very welcoming. People on the phones are very receptive. Been recruiting a lot of volunteers. Looks like we're going to have a really strong brigade out knocking doors, making phone calls tomorrow, making sure that we win back the Senate.
Do you think that if the recall campaigns here are successful, the elections, that this might motivate folks back in Michigan?
That's the hope. We definitely got a lot of senators, a lot of representatives that I feel back home are ripe for being recalled. And if Wisconsin's able to it, why not? Why not us?
Okay.
Sure, I'm Aaron Fox, and I'm from Lansing, Michigan.
Okay, and why are you here in Union Hall in Madison, Wisconsin tonight?
Well, the reason I'm here is to support the working people of Wisconsin. The state government here in Wisconsin has been making drastic cuts here and have forced the situation. It makes it very difficult for the working people of Wisconsin, and so we're here to help recall some of these state senators, and we'd like to replace them with some legislators that will stand up and make a stand for the working people of Wisconsin.
Do you think if things go well here tomorrow that it might inspire some of the folks back in Michigan?
I truly hope so, Bruce, because you have a situation in Michigan where people are despondent and a lot of people feel like they can't do anything about the political situation. And I think folks in here in Wisconsin are setting a great example to show that you can do something about the political situation if you get organized and you put forth a great effort to make things happen.
Okay, great. Thank you, Aaron.
Great. Thanks, Bruce.
Tell us your name.
My name is Emily Pease Clem.
And what do you do for a living, Emily?
I'm a teacher in elementary school.
Okay, and you were telling me off the record that you've kind of been involved with the protests here against the Scott Walker and the bills that he's been introducing since the beginning?
Yeah, so the day after his budget repair bill came out, I worked with my local union, MTI, Teachers Union, we started to mobilize all of our members. We got people to start calling their legislators here in Wisconsin and give them their opinions on what was happening. We got teachers to wear red when we went to school on Monday, and then everything just, it was great. Like everything kind of snowballed from there. By Tuesday night, the Madison teachers had decided to call in sick on Wednesday to kind of start the movement that we're not going to put up with this.
And this was back in February of this year.
So it was February 15th. We made the decision that night. Like 100 faculty reps. It was a very emotional, meeting, and it's a hard decision to make when you think about the children. But we knew we needed to do it, and that day 800 high schoolers had walked out of one of our local high schools, so we just thought, if those kids were willing to do that for us, they were doing it for their teachers, we needed to do this for them. And so Wednesday, thousands of Madison teachers called in sick, schools were shut down, and then after that, as a result, the state teachers union then put out an all-call for Thursday and Friday that all teachers in the state report to the Capitol.
So we're here. This is the day before the big recall election in Madison. How are you feeling about what's going to happen tomorrow?
I'm feeling cautiously optimistic. I don't know. I am optimistic but very anxious. It's been, it seems like that stuff in February was so long, so long ago. And you go to the Capitol. I take my kids to the Capitol this summer. We go to the Solidarity sitting on, at noon, and it's just surreal that, it's all, clean, no signs or anything. And it's just strange to think back to February, March when that place was just, you know, so amazing with all of the democracy that was happening. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, it seems like February, it's, you know, gone fast, but it's gone slow.
Yeah. So what have you been doing the last day or so?
So yesterday I went on a canvassing trip to the Milwaukee area to canvass for Sandy Pash. She's running. She's the person we want, and to get rid of Alberta Darling. So I did that for like 6 hours yesterday, and that was great. And today I just made phone calls to get other volunteers in. A week ago though, a little over a week ago though, I did actually go to a protest march in Washington D.C. called Save Our Schools, and I went with about 100 other teachers from Wisconsin. We took a bus, and you know, it was a really great experience. It was really good speakers, Diane Ravitch, Jonathan Kozel, and also Matt Damon was there, which, you know, many people have seen the clips of him and how supportive he is. His mom is a teacher. So there were thousands of people at this rally, and then we marched to the Capitol. And you know, as Wisconsinites, we definitely got a really big, warm welcome. You know, people were clapping. You know, because I mean, I think it is. You know, like around the country, if you know what's going on, you know, it's like a lot of this stuff did start in Wisconsin, and so I think that's another thing that makes me nervous about tomorrow is that I know that everybody everywhere is watching, and I just, you know, we really need this to work. I mean, we just, it has to.
What do you think people's reaction will be? You know, if it doesn't go so well tomorrow, do you think?
I don't know. You know, when all the stuff happened with the Supreme Court election, and I mean, I definitely think it demoralized people, and people got down. But you know, people got right back up again too, and started with all the, you know, started campaigning for the Democrats and the recalls and doing all, you know, all the canvassing and stuff. So I don't know. I guess I would hope that. You know, we'll be upset, but I would hope that we would, you know, move on to the next step, which is recalling Scott Walker. I mean, I do think, you know, if an unknown Supreme Court candidate can lose the election by, you know, a mere 7,000 votes, I mean, that's not, I mean, Supreme Court elections aren't usually that big of a deal. You know, if we can get a recall election against Walker, I mean, he's out, you know. I mean, we'll have a lot more people voting, and a lot more people do not like him, you know, so it's just the momentum. So I guess we really need tomorrow to happen, you know, for a lot of reasons. So.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Sure, thanks.
Respecting those who have a different opinion, and many of Wisconsinites feel that all of that has been lost in this war.
Not yet.
Ideological war, the political war, the heart and soul of America, the ideological fight for the middle class in this country, which